Are you one of those people who take pride in being able to read people's emotions and always acting accordingly so as to avoid any conflict? And thus you end up being everyone's favorite in the room? Do you always reflexively say yes to every single situation? Or sometimes someone says something insulting in a room full of people and you seem to take it as a joke even though it was offensive and insulting? Just because you don't want to spoil the mood? It's not a secret that you eventually regret, because people pleasers usually know that they are people pleasers and that they are stuck in the situation which somehow, no matter what they do, are not able to get out of. So let me break this down to you in terms of symptoms. So first and foremost, you fear and avoid conflict. You want that each and every person in the room should like you, and even if one person dislikes you, you get uncomfortable and uneasy with the feeling that it provides you with. So basically you have been taught that love, respect or friendship is earned. It is earned by being useful to people. You have to be a good listener and you only have to listen and not speak so as to be liked, and your problems are nothing and everybody else's problems matter. That is what you've been conditioned to understand and follow. This sometimes can happen wherein parenting is in the form of rewards while you were growing up. That is, you have to earn your parents' love, respect and all those rewards that they give you only if you score a certain number of marks or you listen to them in every situation whatsoever. Only then they treat you right, and otherwise they don't provide you with the right kind of love and attention that a child requires. That is one form, and there can be other factors associated with it. The second thing here is you don't respect yourself at all. That is, you are fine with all the guilt which comes with doing things according to everybody else and not listening to yourself at all, because you are okay with dealing with that guilt because it's with yourself, but you're still not fine with dealing with anybody else. What happens is, here you appreciate their criticism and their thinking of how you should behave much more than what you appreciate yourself for, what you criticize yourself for, and whether you think you are right or wrong. The third and the last symptom here is you fear loneliness. The very thought of not having people around scares you because you're so uncomfortable with just being with yourself that any day if you just have to be authentically yourself, then you fear that people will start leaving you, they won't be your friends and they won't like your authentic self because you yourself don't like your authentic self. So I'm guessing with all these symptoms, you're gonna have anxiety attacks if you are a people pleaser, and so let's get to the solutions. The first thing here is recognizing and differentiating all those times when you wanted to say no but ended up saying yes, in front of what kind of people and in what type of situations. But at the same time, remembering to not beat yourself up over it and to not get consumed by all the guilt of being a people pleaser, that you end up not looking for solutions but getting all guilty as to why am I doing it in the first place. Because you have to understand that this is a natural phenomena which is because of your upbringing and your conditioning, and it's not something which is your fault or that you're doing intentionally, and also that this can be reversed with continuous efforts from your side. The second, and I think one of the most important solutions here is, imagine you're in a room which is full of people who are very silent, the crowd is really silent, and you're called on the stage and you're asked to scream at the top of your lungs, anything but shout it out loud. Will you be able to directly do it, or will you be very shy in the beginning? Why? Do you think these people will laugh at you or will kill you or something? Like, obviously they won't. And in case they end up laughing at you, then what? Why are we so uncomfortable with the thought itself that we are not even able to think it through as to what will be the worst case scenario in this situation? The solution here is that you have to every single day do some non-harmful rebellious activities in the smallest of things, wherein there is a chance that people might laugh at you, might not laugh at you, they might talk behind your back or something, but it is not very harmful to your reputation. Do small such things every day and try to be comfortable with the consequence of you doing that. This is what will happen in the long run, you being comfortable with doing something which others disapprove of. The third solution here is getting comfortable with the worst case scenarios. Let's say you think of doing something rebellious and going against the world. First of all, sit with yourself and realize what is the worst thing that can happen if I end up doing this because I want to. They'll laugh at me, they'll stop talking to me, they'll insult me or talk behind my back. Well, I'm comfortable with it and I'm fine with it. If you are fine from the very beginning, you can go there, look them in the eye and do what you want to. Because now you know what is the worst thing that can happen and you're fine with it. Because you know that your priorities and goals are more important than what a bunch of people think about you. The fourth notion here is you have to remember that one lie have to be accompanied by 100 other lies so as to support this one. The example here is, let's say you're a girl who's in a new relationship and you tell your boyfriend that I'm only comfortable eating salads and I'm always on a diet and I don't like burgers and pizzas. Now, if it's a lie, you're gonna have to bear with this lie throughout the relationship. And if you form your relationship on 100 different such lies, then the person, when he or she realizes your real self, you'll soon be left alone because that person fell in love with a different version of you which you created for them, not the original and authentic self of yours. So don't start anything which is long term on the basis of a lie just because you want to please that person in the short term. So yeah, those are my solutions to the problem of people pleasing. But there can be many solutions to this very problem from various perspectives, and there can be any healthy debate which is welcome in the comment section, or any solution which you might have. At the same time, any different topic which you want me to cover in my further videos is also welcome in the comment section. So yeah, I am Aneri and I won't disapprove or be disappointed, like just in case if you wanna subscribe, like just suggesting.